Do you ever wonder why some people seem to hear God so clearly and you're left questioning if you even can? Here's 3 things I want you to think about. One is that God is speaking to you. So first, believing that he is speaking to you and that he always has been is the key. See, John 10:27 says, "My sheep will hear my voice and I know them and they will follow me." We just need to learn how to tune into him, which leads me to number 2, create quiet space. That's where the clarity is. You can't hear his whispers in the constant noise. We need to be still and know that he is God, which is Psalm 46:10. So how do we tune in and hear God clearly? Well, we have to quiet the noise. God often speaks in these still small voices. 1 Kings 19:20. It's hard to hear him over all the world's noise. We need to step away from the distractions like Jesus did. We have to silence our phones, slow down our mind, and give him our attention. Next, align our hearts with his word. God's voice will never contradict scripture. That's 2 Timothy 3:16 and 17. Read the word daily, not just for information, but for communion with him. The more familiar we are with his words, the easier it becomes to recognize his voice and his tone. See, listen with expectation. Jesus said, "My sheep listen to my voice. I know them and they follow me." So expect him to speak through the scriptures, through prayer, worship, nature even, or even through other people. That's prophecy. And it's not if he speaks, but how he chooses to speak with you uniquely in any given day. Now, the third thing I want to talk about is obedience. Obedience sharpens our discernment. Each yes makes his next word even clearer. If anyone's will is to do God's will, he will know whether the teaching is from God. That's John 7:17. See, hearing God isn't about striving. It's about slowing down to receive. Make your life a sanctuary of listening and responding to those whispers, which will become unmistakable. Like, comment, and subscribe for more lukewarm to the fullness of Christ content. I'm going to say a quick prayer. Lord, tune our ears to your frequency. Help us silence the noise in the world and walk in obedience that amplifies your voice in Jesus' name.